everybody, welcome to Sydney's show. I am your host, Sydney, and today we're going to be posing the question, are Mustangs truly wild? So, today we have two very special guests. One of them is a very well-known actor from a movie that I'm sure all of us know and have seen many, many different times. And the second one is just handpicked just for me, so now I'm going to introduce them to you. Please welcome Oakley. And secondly, we have the famous actor. Drum roll, please. Okay, please. Okay, no drum roll? Okay. We have Spirit. Yes, hello everybody. Wow, Spirit, the crowds are really going wild over you. Do you think that is because the movie Spirit or any other movies that you've done? Oh no, it's definitely because of Spirit. It's the most watched movie that I've ever been in. Well, that is just great to hear. Anyways, on to our question of the day. Are Mustangs truly wild? So, I will be hearing all of these questions that I will be posing to both of you, and I will hear both of your opinions and everything. And then we will have refreshments in a minute. So, Oakley, why would you think that Mustangs are truly wild? Well, I'm not quite sure about this, but I believe that there are a lot of Mustangs still out there in the wild that haven't been around humans and that haven't, seen humans, been tamed. They're still wild, and I think most of them are Mustangs because I honestly don't know. I just think that Mustangs are just more of the wild horses other than, I don't know, maybe Hanoverians or Friesians. I just think that it's kind of, I'm not sure. That's great to hear. What about you, Spirit? Why do you think that Mustangs are said to be truly wild? Well, just like what Oakley said, I just think that it is about their history and their personality, like just how it kind of forms, and just like, in those movies, those horse movies, those Mustang movies, there's always a part of the Mustang that will never be broken, and they will always be wild in some part of their soul. Wow, that got very deep. Anyways, next question. Spirit, this question is pointed at you. So, do you think that your role is Spirit, obviously that is your name, and that's probably part of the reason why you did get the role. Do you think Spirit in the movie is truly wild, or do you think there's a part of him that will be wild, or do you think he's mostly tamed, or do you think he's always tamed? Well, as I'm sure everybody knows, Spirit doesn't like to be kind of kept in. He likes to be free, he likes to run, and when people start to try and train him, he doesn't really like it that much. So I just believe that he is truly wild, even though he might let some people ride him. There will just always be a part of him that will be wild, and he will always want to be wild, even though some people might ride him. Great. Now, Oakley, this question is directed at you. Give me your opinion. Just like in Black Beauty, that movie, do you think that a Mustang's spirit can never be broken? Just like what Spirit had just explained, Spirit, even though he lets people ride him, there's always a part of him that always wants to run, that wants to be free. He never really wants to be kept in. He doesn't really want to be trained. And I just think that plays a huge part, and that's kind of explaining it, because Mustangs, they're truly wild, because yes, they might be rideable. Yes, they might be tamed. There will always be a part of them, and their spirit can never be broken, for sure. That is great. It kind of feels like we're kind of answering the same question a million times. Yes. Well, anyways, honey, please. I think the boys and me are want to be refreshed. There you are, Spirit. Sydney, this one's for you. There you go, Oakley. Thank you, honey. Anyways, moving on. So Spirit, why do you think that you got the role for Spirit? Is it something that you did in the audition? Technically yes, technically no. it wasn't really something I did. I did act wild and stuff, but that's obviously what you had to do for the audition. But I'm pretty sure I was the only stallion that was auditioning for Spirit that had actually been wild before. All the other stallions that auditioned for Spirit have never been wild, so I'm pretty sure that probably helped me kind of get the role, because those stallions don't know actually how to act wild, and then I already knew how to be wild, how to act wild, and actually how to make it realistic. Wow, how informational. This next question is for both of you guys. So if you have ever been wild, would you ever want to be wild again? So I'm not sure. I have been wild before, then I was caught, been to a couple auctions, and then my owner finally bought me, and I'm not quite sure if I would want to be wild again, because I love my owner. She is the sweetest girl, and you know, I would love to be in the wild again, but I'm not quite sure. It was a long time ago. Well, not really a long time ago. It was like 2 years ago about that I was wild, and then my owner found me, and I know that it was definitely very rough, especially in the winters when there was barely any food. It was full of feet with snow, and it was very hard to live, and it was very hard to survive. All of us started losing a bunch of weight, and it was definitely very hard. So I would say I wouldn't want to be wild again, because in the winter time, you get fed, you have fresh water, and you just have a lot of help to kind of survive. Wow. What about you, Spirit? So obviously, like I said before, I have been wild before, and I think I wouldn't want to be wild again. I am more of a pasture horse. I don't really like stalls, so I would never want to be kept in a stall, because pastures, you know, you can still run around, and there's plenty of space, but it's not, of course, it's not free. It's not being free. You know, you're still in fences and stuff, but I would definitely want to stay, because like Oakley said, it's very hard to survive in the winters, because your whole herd, they're just looking for food. It's very hard to maintain your weight, and it's just very rough. So if I had the choice to be freed again, I wouldn't want to be free again. I would just, you know, be a pasture horse and live with my owner. That is so great to hear. Well, folks, this is all the time that we have today. I hope you guys enjoyed this interview with Spirit from Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron, and Oakley, a hoof-picked horse that I just chose, a Mustang hoof-picked horse. But yes, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this interview with them, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next interview. Bye guys. Bye-bye everyone. Thank you all for coming. Oh my god, Spirit, please sign my autograph. That would mean the world to me. I'm your biggest fan. No problem. Mom, I got an autograph signed by Spirit. Wow, that's so great.